Hello, hello! Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Legacy. I've already got a little bit of what we're doing in today's episode started, which is another hot air balloon to complement that one over there. I also did a little bit of mining and I got some diamonds and iron and stuff. But that's about it for things I've done in between episodes. So we're just gonna finish getting some of the scaffolding for this up. And then, oh, lag spike. I think I'm actually gonna stop there. And just start building the balloon. Because, you know, I want to get as much of this done as I can before I run out of wool and move on to the super secret project. Okay, so that one... So this one will be smaller. By a pretty significant margin. We'll do a 2, 1, 2, 4 balloon. And that will create a smaller balloon, and then I'll just be careful with, whoa, with how I add detail. Alright. Because if I add detail the wrong way, it's gonna look off. But with luck, this should be fairly easy to do. Lag, go away. Come again another day. Okay. Let's just bounce right back up here. Two, 1, 2, 4. And then 2, 1, 2, and there's 2 there. So this balloon is definitely going to be smaller than that one. I still think that I don't have enough wool for it. Like, something tells me that I'm just going to continually not have enough wool for whenever I start a project that uses wool. And that's just going to be the bane of my existence. But, you know, that's okay. Sometimes your life is not having enough wool for cool projects you want to do, and you just gotta roll with it. No, you just gotta roll with it. So... start making this one, and it's a bit wider, but I'm gonna go halfway up. And then same on the other side. I do not know what is up with my sensitivity today. Usually it's sensible. Alright, so then another 2. 1, 2, and then 2, 3, 4. So circles are actually really easy to do once you learn how to do them. The trick that I use is I don't go by radius. I typically go by the measurements of the circumference. Which basically means I pick a quarter of the circumference and I learn the measurements for that. And then I just repeat that singular quarter. Which I think is called a radian measure, an arc. But, I mean, I failed calculus, so really I don't know my terminology. It's simple once you learn how to do it, though. You figure out about how big you need the circle to be. And then using that radius, you want your arc to be half. You want your arc to be you want your arc to be the same as your radius. I screwed that up. For instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 7-block radius. That's going to result in a 14-block diameter once I finish this circle. So I need to make sure that no matter how I do the arc, I need to make sure that it is no more than 7 blocks wide. Otherwise, it's not going to give me a circle. I think I put that too much. Yeah, I'm not doing too well at explaining this verbally. It's something that I figured out after, like, a month of trying to build circles. And, like, copying, like, pixel art and stuff that had a lot of circles in it. It took me a long time to figure out. So if you're trying to do circles and you're not getting it, give it a little bit of time. It gets clear, and my circles have gotten continually better the more I have done them. And once you know how to do circles, you know how to do spheres. Because then all you have to do... Because the simple thing about spheres is it's just a 3-dimensional circle. So typically what I do is I get this funky looking 3x3, or intersection of 2 circles. You got a circle that's on the X and a circle that's on the Z, and I'm fairly certain that's not actually where those coordinates are. Oh, this is going to be spawnable. And then I put a circle at exactly halfway around the circumference, and then you just slowly bring it in. If I had more wool, I'd be able to do a better tutorial, but I'm out of wool. And it's nighttime, so it's really not a good time to go do the super secret project. The thing that you will perhaps be able to explore once I figure out how I'm going to get this world able to be played on, not just alpha. Oh, that's a monster. Yeah, so... I actually think that shapes like triangles and stuff are a lot harder than spheres. Simply because there's no specific formula. Like, I've made them before, they're doable, but the formula isn't consistent. Of course, there's also a lot of ways to do a triangle, and a lot of different angles and stuff that you can put in a triangle. So, maybe that's why triangles are harder. The, easiest shape is probably the one where if you've ever played Minecraft, you've probably built one of these. The cube, the square. The beloved 6-sided... This. The simplest shape of all. Unfortunately, not the most common shape. Where did I put my tools? Not the most common shape in math and science. Minecraft may be made up of squares, but the real world is made of circles and arcs. I have enough gold to make 4 gold blocks. I could probably make a lot more iron blocks, but I don't want to do that. And I have only almost a stack of diamonds. I also have a stack of obsidian. Something that I learned is if you're playing alpha, don't bother strip mining. Unless you're looking for a cave, you're much better off. Hello, Mr. Spider. You are so much better off if you, whatchamacallit? If you look for caves, because the ores are just exposed. Oh, I'm naked. let's see. Do I have torches? I could have sworn. I really just don't have a lot of things that it would be smart for me to have. So let's just get a bunch of torches going. And then we'll see how many torches I get. 'Cause I'm only gonna use this 50. And I have a lot of projects that are still in progress, but they're all really dangerous to work on at the moment. Because it's nighttime and most of them are outside. So I'm going to run up to the top of my my mountain as fast as I can. And we're gonna see if I can get... Oh, there's a creeper. Uh-oh. And we're gonna see if I can get any... Oh, there's a lot of creepers. See if I can get anything done. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm in with the creepers. It's not good. I have ladders. Okay. Don't fall off the side. Don't fall off the side. I tell myself as I almost fall off the side. So, theoretically this should... There's a villager, but it's not. Theoretically this should be a fairly safe place, because I've torch spammed it so hard that if it's still spawnable, I'm going to be disappointed in myself. Of course it's probably still spawnable, because I'm not perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and torch spam a little harder, collect the wool from that sheep. The grass is so bright and I love it, and it's still spawnable. Oh, not sturdy sheep. Yeah. The grass is so bright. The only place you really find grass this bright in later versions is in jungles and mushroom biomes when you terraform all the mycelium away. Sturdy sheep! Sturdy sheep again! That's a creeper, that's a creeper. I don't have any arrows on me. Oh, there's a lot of monsters. This place is not as... Uh-oh. There's a lot of monsters and I'm a lot of squishy. This place is not as well lit up as I once thought. Oh, sheep, don't get in the way. The last thing I need to do is accidentally kill you and curse myself. Yeah. Do not want to evoke that amount of bad... Oh, jeez. Ow. That amount of bad luck upon myself. No siree. Sir sheep. I would very much like my world to remain semi-lucky. Alright, let's see. This is a little bit better. That's a dirt block. This is a little bit better. It's important to light up your builds when you're squishy and too stubborn to get yourself unsquishy. I could very easily make a full set of diamond armor, but I am exceptionally stubborn about I don't want to waste my diamonds. And like, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I've only died a few times. I'm fairly good at not dying. So, something that's entire purpose is to make not dying easier, I just... Oh, that's a skeleton. I don't particularly see the purpose in. Because not dying is already very easy. Ow! Stop shooting me. Ow! You're hurting me. Come on, man. Okay. There's another creeper. There's another creeper. And I'm not prepped to deal with them. Alright. Let's get this over with. Howdy. Die. Okay. He's gone. And the moon is... Oh, fine. Yep. Well, I did my best. And I did kill one of them, which is more creepers than I usually kill. Because when I die in Minecraft, it's either I overestimated how much fall damage I could take, or a creeper blew me up. So, the fact that I didn't die that time, and that I killed one of them, I'm gonna take pride in that. I'm gonna be a little proud of myself. Alright, let's just light as much of this up as I possibly can. It's daytime, so I'm going to have no gauge for how good I'm doing. But it's important to light my place up, so that way it's not stressful when I walk around. The last thing you want in your base is it to be very stressful to get around. Especially when you're like me, and you panic easily. Especially at the sight of monsters that can only kill you in a in a simulation video game. Much like this one. So, oh, there's more sheep. We're just gonna torch spam really hard, and maybe later I will come back and develop all this area. Sorry, sheep. Maybe I'll come back and develop all this area later, but also maybe I won't. I don't particularly know how developed I want this area to be. Because there's a lot of ways I could develop it. But all of those ways take a lot of time. Unless, of course, I were to say, screw this, I'm just gonna use all my diamond stuff. Probably towards the end of the development period for this area. Like, once I get to the point where it's mostly developed, and I have more diamonds, I'll probably be using mostly diamonds. Ah, there's another one. Yep. Thanks, pal. I'm not a starter sheet. Alright, let's see what you did. Yep. Torch is gone too, because you can't leave those. Alright. This is starting to look sufficiently torch spammed. So maybe it'll be safe to walk around now. And maybe eventually I will get this place completely mob-proofed, and I won't worry when I walk around at all, because there's another creeper there. And he sees me! Lovely! That's great. You know, sometimes... Oh, there's a lot of flowers here. Sometimes I think, gee, I'm doing really good. I haven't been blown up. There it goes. Oh my god, I got a wing time. But I probably won't next time, so let's just get very close to the edge of this cliff, where it's certain death if I fall, because I don't have full health. Dweeb. And wow, I've outsmarted the creeper. And there we go, that's all lit up now, hopefully. So, with luck, I should maybe be able to roam my own town without extensive worry that I'm gonna die at any given moment. And you know, maybe sometime after I get my nether portal up and going, we'll use glowstone lamps. Make street lamps out of glowstone. Oh, not a starter sheet. Okay. Right, so let's check yeah, that looks much better lit. So I still have a lot of work to do, but I think it's coming along nicely. I think it's coming along really nicely. This area is looking nice. This sort of lower area turned out wonderful. The hot air balloons always come out real nice because they're just that spherical and wonderful. And I'm really proud of this place. Let's go add this 19 wool to the okay, ow, fresh hot air balloon, and then go heal up, and we'll call it for an episode. This episode was mainly blathering about while I did sort of busy work, but you know, sometimes an episode is blathering about while you do busy work. And that's okay. Sometimes it's good to have an episode that's just blathering about while you do busy work. Okay, so... Come on. 1, 2... 1... 1, 2... There we go. And I make it. Alright. And then 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. There we go. So as we head back to the house to go heal up, that's all the time I have for today. So thank you for watching. If you're part of the morning crew, I hope you have a great day. If you're part of the evening crew, I hope your day has been great. And if you're part of the afternoon crew, well, I hope your day is going alright. I've been Ruby Robotic, and I will catch y'all in the next episode.